What's up, guys? This is Oscar from Corpus Christi, Texas. We're just this is a short video of some 8 W7s that we acquired from our friend Luis Gonzalez. He owned a shop here for many years in Corpus Christi, Texas called Bay Area Audio W7s. It's some 8-inch W7s that he took to the JL facility, and he got them signed by Lucio Proni, and they've been in the same original packaging box for 21 years. We're going to unbox them, and the surround is kind of deteriorated from the age, but we're going to bring it back to life. And this is this video about just showing you how we're going to bring this back to life and hope you all like and enjoy. Please subscribe, guys, and thanks for watching. So hello, Louis. So can you tell me some backstory on these speakers?
Hello. I got these W7s. I was a JL dealer for years and years and years. I wanted to get some 8 W7s for a personal car I was doing, an old 02 VW Beetle that I was doing, and I wanted 8 W7s for it. I decided to go to the JL factory in Miramar, Florida, because I wanted the man himself, Lucio Proni, the L in JL, to sign these subs for me, so they'd be special. It would always be a show car, that kind of thing. He did it for me, did it in front of me. You know how things go. You start a project, you never finish it, on and on and on it went, and they just never made it in the car. Had them in my storage forever. Just the build was never going to happen. And I wrestled with whether to sell them or not, and Oscar approached me to get them from me, and it was just a no-brainer. I wanted to go to somebody that could appreciate them for what they were, for what they are, and that was going to take care of them and do something right. So that's where they came from. That's where they're going. Good luck to you, Oscar.
Thank you, Louis. And we're going to unbox these. We're going to refoam them and bring them back to life. They have not been opened in over 21 years. So we're going to open this one so you can kind of see how it looks. These are autographed. These are very kind of, not too many of these in the US. That autographed on the face. So first off, you can tell by the OG paperwork. See the paperwork, the owner's manual? The new manual is a totally different color. It's not this color. I think it's like a yellowish color. This is the original manual. Right there it says 2003. Remember the ahead of the curve? That used to be one of their favorite, they used to have on their banners and stickers, ahead of the curve. Put that to the side. And this thing hasn't been open in 21 years. We're gonna see how this thing looks, how it's held up. And that's how it looks. So it's like a cake. And now we're going to take the sub out so y'all can see. Hold that. Put this right there. And now we got the sub. It's pretty in poor condition. Do you see that? See, just crumbling. You'll see that. These are autographed. Do you see that autograph right there? Okay, so we're gonna, I think the first thing we should do is, we could probably pop the speaker. So we're gonna give it a little bit of power. And they're gonna put a little bit of power through the speaker right here, and the speaker should move. We'll see. Negative. And then we're gonna just basically pop the speaker, see if it moves. With this little battery. Should make a little bit of movement. Can you see right there? Let's see. Try and get you a better angle and see. Here we go, we're about to pop the speaker. There's positive, and then 3, let's see. 3, 2, 1. See that? I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Let's pop with the speaker. So it still works. See that? But see it's coming apart? Okay. So the speaker still works. So the coil, now we know the coil is not damaged or anything. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slowly start to disassemble the speaker. So we're going to get our flat tip screwdriver and we're going to take this apart right here in the sensor right here and pull this apart. There we go. You got that off. Now we're going to take off this ring. See this ring? We're going to put a flat tip right here. And we're going to pry this up. There we go. See that? See that black soot on there? Put that right here to the side. And now we're going to put our vacuum on. And we're going to vacuum most of this stuff. So.
These are bad to shape the speakers, so it's really hard to come apart. So we're going to lift this up right here. And let's see. So that came off right there. This came off right there. So now we have to give a little bit of heat to get the other piece off.
We're just putting some glue. We lift this up, we're putting some glue. I mean, not glue, but heat to kind of go on that crack down there to maybe lift up the speaker some. There we go. We got that off. So we got that off. Got that off right there. So I got this off. So now we just put the heat gun to the side. We don't need that right now at this moment. We are going to use a vacuum. So now we're going to take this off. There should be some old glue right here on this. So we're going to take out this old glue right here, this old glue, and then we're going to just clean this. That's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so after we get the speaker cleaned, we scuff up the center cuts where we're gonna adhere the center cone, the center top piece later, and we scuff this up a little bit. That's why it looks a little hazy. Do you see that? So after you do that, you get the new surround, and what you always want to do is you want to test fit it first. So you get this round. I mean, we know it fits, but you just want to put it on. Oh, I forgot. Skip the step. Okay. So we're gonna clean this, all this black residue real quick. So we're gonna squid this over. Where's the...
Clean this. I guess I can do real quick. Just some water. We're not using the chemicals, so everything's 100% just water. You don't need the chemicals for this stuff. The only thing you do need sometimes is just low heat to loosen some of the old glue. You just have to be careful not to put too high because if you put too high, you can warp whatever you're heating up. Okay.
So we just cleaned the ring, right? So we got the sub on the right. So we're gonna put the ring on and test fit, just make sure it fits. Because the first time is always it's like real super snug and tight. So we're gonna just put this on in there, okay? So just a test fit, see that? Test fit. So we do that because the ring is always super tight. They're always the first time that we install the ring in with this new surround foam. So now we're gonna pry it up. Take this off. We're gonna get us a pen, a writing instrument. Okay, we're gonna get a pen. We just have our glue. What do I do with the glue? Okay, so we have the glue. Now what we're gonna do is, the way we like to do this is, we're gonna put glue on the surround. We're gonna put glue in the surround. put this on and then put the clamp on. We're gonna push up on the bottom, push down around the edge, and give it super low power so it can play while we're doing it. So we're gonna do that right now. Record. Okay. So we tested it, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this we're gonna put the glue on. We're gonna put glue on this round right here, on this black part. Glue. Put this on. Put the ring on. Clamp the ring down, and then we're gonna push up from the bottom and then down to adhere it. And it should just stay on. So we're gonna open this. Goes. So right now we're pushing the clamp all the way down, like we were installing it. That way we know everything's centered and on there correctly. And the glue is still wet, so we're trying to hurry up while we do this. So that's pretty much, that looks like it's on there. It's on there, okay. So now we're gonna, from the bottom, we're gonna push up from the bottom and then push down. So just put our fingers in the back of the basket. Watch this up, we're gonna push up and we're just starting slowly going down. So we're just slowly going down. See what I'm doing, guys? Down, flip it. We're gonna push up on this side. Put my fingers in there. Let's see, push up, and we're just pushing down. See whatever. These are all contacted. So that's what we're doing. Kind of push down with your finger, turn a little bit, turn the wheel, push up again, turn it. We're pushing up right here, our fingers in the bottom, and see sub slightly going up forward, and we're just pushing down. Okay. This is a part I do not recommend unless you are someone who's done this lots of times. We're gonna put low power test to this. It's only been a few minutes. It's been about 3 minutes. So we're gonna do just a little more, and then on the 5th minute, we will put some low power to it. And then that way, when it's gluing, if you hear any coil rub, you can shift it. You can move it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, guys. Right now we have low power on it. Put the paper there. We're gonna turn up just a hair. You can see the paper move. See that? So we do have this on super low power. So that way there's any coil rub, you will hear the coil rub and you can move it while it's doing this. You understand? That's why we do a low power test. Because if it does rub, you can hear it right now. Right now is the time you can adjust the foam, adjust and move back and forth, up and down, whatever you have to adjust. Do you see that? So that's why we have a low power test. So this is a top. Let's go this way, and that means right here on the bottom, on this bolt, see a little screw right there? There's a hole right here. Do you see that right there? So you kind of just draw this up. See a line? And then right here is the terminal. See the terminal's on this side. So the line's on this side. See that? So the reason we're doing that line is right here in the center. We're going to eyeball just go up forward right here. See that? The line's right here. And then we're going to go forward. And basically, if the terminal's on this side, when you put the top on, the badge is always facing the bottom. So the badge lines up on this line. See that? On a 8 or 10 or the 12, the single coil subs are dual coil like a 13. So that's how you know. See this right here? So that's why you put a pin, or you can put if you don't have a pin, you can just get a piece of tape and just, you can mark it like that so you know where the badge goes with the sub. Because I've done it before in accident, and I put it like this, and it does plane and everything, but when you have a plexiglass box, you're gonna see where this part does not match the other sub because it's done and it's not done correctly. So that's why you want to mark this when you put, that way you know where to put the badge to line it correctly. That way it's more the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now we're gonna go back right here. We got this piece, right? So now we just have to clean all this backside. So now we're gonna clean all that. Okay, so we got the sub all cleaned up. So we have the mark where we're gonna put the badge. The badge goes right here on that side. So this is the cone. The badge is gonna go even with this line. See this line right here? It's gonna go something like that. So the way we do the badge is we get some masking tape. We just kind of ball it in like this. Put in the center. And now we have somewhere access to grab it without touching the sides and stuff. So see the masking tape? See one finger? See that? So that way when I put the glue, I can grab it like this. See the badge right here? It's gonna go, let's see, like that, but I can turn it like this or however I want before I drop it, okay? So now we're gonna put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue in the center, and then we're gonna glue it in place. And then also too, if you do get glue that's like runs excess over the dust cap, you can just wait till it dries, like a day or two, and then when it dries, you can just remove it with your fingers or a small instrument like tweezers or something. You can remove the glue. It's not gonna hurt you or anything like that. It is kind of, it's like an eyesore sometimes when you put too much glue on accident, but it does happen. But it's easy cleanable, so there's no reason to stress over it in case you do accidentally put too much glue, which I have done on several different occasions, but it just cleans up, you know what I mean? So it's nothing too much to stress or worry about. I think we're good. I'm just talking to myself, sorry guys. Okay. Then we just put this straight down. Right there. That's pretty centered right there. And then I'm gonna hold my fingers on the sides and remove the tape. There. Now I'm just holding my fingers like this on the sides, and I'm just holding this down. Now I'm gonna get the pin, and we're gonna push down on the sides to make sure or just push down this with the finger, make sure it's all glued in there. Make sure everything adheres. So we're pushing down. See the speaker slowly going down? So let that sit there for a minute. Right now we're letting the glue do its job. See, not too much glue came overrun, which is pretty good. I mean, the more you do it, the better you get at it. I mean, as far as the overrun glue and stuff, you have to worry about making mistakes. And even if you do mistakes, like I said, that you can just pick it off with some tweezers later on when it's dry. The key is you have to make sure it's dry. That's when it comes off easier. If you do it while it's wet If you try to take off the glue while it's wet, it's gonna smear, and so you're gonna make it worse. So just wait till it's dry. How do I know? Because I have done this lots of times and I have messed up in the past. That's how we all learn from our mistakes. And it's always good to learn from other people's mistakes, because if you learn from me, from my mistakes, you won't do it when you build your speaker, if that makes sense. So that's how we make these videos, so I can kind of learn, you know, little pieces here and there, how I do it, and then do it your own way, and maybe pick up a few ideas or ways to do it, and you can figure it out yourself. And there's other guys that make videos too that might tell you different ways to do it. So whatever works best for you, whatever method you think is better, easier, faster, convenient, what tools you have available. You know what I mean? That's it. So now we're gonna give this like another 1 more minute, and we'll give a low power test. So right now it's, in 1 more minute, we'll give this low power. And after it works, low power, no noise, we are going to put a weight on it, let it dry, and then we are done. We're done with all the subs. We had 4 of these that were autographed from Mr. Lucio. That's the L and JL Audio. These were, Lewis took these to the facility and he got these autographed, and he sold them, and I bought them from him. I acquired them, so now they're in my possession. I'm gonna put these in one of my future vehicles. I'm not sure which one yet. Not the, I have, you know, a couple cars, but I'll probably get another one soon, and we're gonna put these in the new vehicle. So that should be good right there. We're gonna put a low power test. So we're gonna put a couple little balls right here so I can see it move. And then here's the wires. Let's see, 1, 2, and it should turn on. Let's see. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. We should have some noise. Y'all see that playing? It is playing. It is fine. It is drying. But see, it's low power. And we do low power because when it's low power, you can adjust the sub, move the coil. It's a little hard, but you can move it while it's drying. Because when y'all see how it's getting done. But this one is done, guys. Okay, so after that dries, after that's done, after we know it's done, right? So the way I like to do this is I get a couple pieces of close-up foam. See that? A couple pieces. You put these pieces right here, like that, face down. See that? We got a can of one of our models. It's full. We're gonna put this face down right here, and this, not face down, but in the center. And the weight is gonna push it down. See that? Now push down. See that pushing down? That's gonna help sandwich the glue together and make sure everything is glued and secured. So this weight right here is gonna help with that. And that's how that is. Now we just let that dry, and then we are done. That's how this speaker is done. See that? So hopefully I'll learn from something from what we did. Maybe, maybe not, but that's how we have this on there. This is on it to hold it. See that? For the weight, to give it weight so it dries. We let that dry, and then we are done. And we did a total of 8 W7s. Now we're going to show you a video of a couple of them playing. And thanks for watching, guys. Y'all like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and we have a giveaway announcement in a few days. We'll have a big giveaway for Father's Day. So thanks for watching, guys. Everybody like and subscribe. Thank you.